Welcome back to the studio. Just about to do another pour. I'm on fire today. Already did 2 videos. So just playing with Le'Rez Metallic Pigments, the new pigments. So I've just got the green siren here. 10% going in. I'm going to be playing with the blues and greens today. I've got a deep ocean blue. That's this pigment over here. Beautiful for doing seascapes. Really pretty. Because it's so warm, they've softened up nicely. 10%, I just eyeball it. I think that's a bit too much, so I'll just scrape some off. I've got a really pretty transparent blue. This is a blue star. That's what it looks like. It's a bit too much. Get rid of some of it. Show it a bit more. In it goes. Not really sure what I'm going to do, but I'm kind of inspired by these like grooves I have in this board, so I might do something with that. I've got an electric blue, which is a really gorgeous color. Absolutely love this one. So I need quite a bit. Like I said, it's warmed up in the studio now, and the pigments have loosened up, so they're quite soft. So I've just got to grab a little bit more. I want 10% in there. Just quickly showing you the colours, and then I'll mix, so you don't have to wait for the whole process. I've got a steel blue. That's what it looks like. In it goes. It's about the same amount in each cup. I just run out of these little cups. That's why I'm using bigger ones. And I've got a, where's my, yes, I would like some quick change my mind, electric green. It's just going to be blues and greens in there. And I was going to use the silver rose just to kind of break it up a little bit. But I'm not sure now if I will or won't. Let's just leave that aside and see how I go with my blues first. I'll just mix these and then come back. Okay, here are my colours, all mixed. Look how gorgeous they are. Now let's see what we can do. It's always exciting because you never know what you're going to get. Just like a box of chocolates, right? So I might start with this blue star. So I'm going to follow the grooves, you know, and might start with the star over here. Blue star, here it goes. Quite a transparent colour. So I'm going to try and get all that whole corner happening. And I might use just my fingers to bring it up to the edge. Doesn't have to be exactly right, but I'm just using it as a guide. And it's, the resin is quite loose now because, you know, it's just so warm in the studio, and I could put the air conditioning on, but I won't. See, you can see how transparent that is. You can actually see underneath there, which is fine. Okay, so that's that one. I've got a little bit left over. I'm just going to leave it as is. So I'm going to break up that colour with some of this electric green, which I'm going to pour over here. So the grooves are there just as a guideline. Like I said, I don't have to follow it as long as I've kind of got an idea of what I'm doing. I'm just going to get my little wipe so I can clean my fingers. Check that out. How cool is that colour? So just bringing them up to the edge here of this one, of the blue. And as they merge, they create interesting things all by themselves. Not even worried about the torch right now. Just want to get on with the design and just see how that pans out. This green, even see that? Even if I pull my finger through it, it's creating some interesting effects. And I will put pigment in between, possibly. I'm going to put a little bit more on the edge here just to cover the edge. And if it flows over, then that's okay too. Whatever it wants to do. Then we're going to go with another blue. Okay, so this is a deep ocean blue. Let's just go follow that line. Really simple design. Doesn't get simpler than this. And same thing. Using my finger. You can use a brush if you like. I just think the brushes are a real pain to clean. So I like to use my finger. And that's all I'm doing. And while I'm doing this, I might just mention the Le'Rez page. I'm going to have some giveaways because I've been doing a bit of art now and I've got quite a bit of it available for sale and to give away. So just pop into Facebook and like and share my my page, the Le'Rez Expressions page. Maybe say something about it, and make sure you tag me in it so I can see that you did it, and I will put you in a draw to win one of the paintings, maybe even this one. Let's just see. I will post something in the actual page so that you guys can see. And it just helps a little bit, you know. I don't do a lot of advertising, and I know that these pigments are absolutely amazing, but I'm just a small fish, and I can only do what I can do. So you guys really help move these products and getting them out there, and I couldn't really do it without you guys. So I really appreciate it if you would do that. You'll win a painting that you can even give away. You know, if you don't want to keep it for yourself, you can give it away. Always makes a nice present. Okay, so we've got another. This is the Siren Green. It's quite actually, just want to put a little bit of a contrasting. Maybe I'll go with the Misty Green. Actually, this is not a misty green. Sorry, the lighting is bad here, and the sunshine kind of coming in from outside into the blinds. It's blinding me. This one is the Steel Blue. Just kind of go into the edges of those of the actual board, and also the grooves that I'm using as a guideline here. I think it would be really nice to use a rose gold to break each color. Maybe go up there a little bit. I've got a little bit left. I'll put some here. Just looks a little bit too transparent, that other one, so that's what I'm doing. Now the electric blue, which is, oh my gosh, amazing. Check this out. Don't know if you can see it properly, but you will see it in the end result. I want a lot of that. Right there. And just spreading it, following those grooves, which really help. You can even draw your own. I was just lucky that this one already had the grooves, so it's kind of groovy, so I thought I'll go with it. Why not? You can get inspired by so many different things. So I never thought I'd be inspired by a MDF board, but I did. Okay, so just moving that like that. And I've got one left, which is, actually I think this is the siren green. Yep, that's the one. And that one's going to go over here. It's a beautiful blue green color, very shimmery. You can really see the metal in here. And it's transparent, so transparent, you know, and opaques, they each have a purpose and they do different things, and when you put them together they just create lovely effects, and that's what you want in resin art. Just spreading around a bit. All the way to the edge, like that. Oops, where's my stick? Here it is. Just want to cover that edge there a little bit, make it more uniformed. Oops, I hope my head wasn't in the way then. Right, and more of this blue. It's so transparent, and you can really see it, how transparent it is, so I just need to add some more. And when you do this, I don't know if you can see that, how that silvery blue is kind of sitting on top. And if I don't stir it, if I leave it like that, it will stay like that, which is kind of cool. There, so the whole thing is covered. I'm going to torch it a little bit because there's a lot of bubbles there. So here we go. A few bits that I need to fix. I'm going to make sure I get the right color. This one here, the edge. This will move because I will tilt it a little bit, possibly. We'll see. You never know with me. I'll start doing one thing and finish with something completely different. Right, that one's done. Electric green. See, these are the effects I'm talking about. So you just pull it through and look at what you're getting. That's just pulling the same color through. Gotta make sure those edges are fixed. They look great. Okay, that one's almost done. This is that lovely blue. Might just pull that through as well. So all I'm doing is pulling through. Ooh, I think oh bugger it. Wrong colour. It's alright, I'll fix it. Sometimes things happen accidentally and they work out. Just pulling those lines through. Like that. That boo-boo there, I'm going to have to fix now. Just make sure I've got the right colour. So it's just mixed a little bit, which actually looks pretty cool. Pulling those lines through. So all I'm doing, pulling lines through. Might do the same over here with this blue because it's quite transparent, and I think it's just going to complement it nicely, just creating some interesting things there. Like that. Alrighty. Now okay, so what I'm doing here is just pulling those lines through, and I'm speeding up this video so you don't get too bored with it, but pulling those lines through with the same pigment, the same color, it just creates some really amazing effects. So that's all I'm doing. I'm not mixing colors, I'm not putting any different colors over the top, the same color, and just pulling with the stick. And I'm doing that with each of the segments that I have there, and trying to break it up a little bit and making it look interesting. Good, leave it like that, very comfortably. These little lines that you see there, that's because I didn't prime the board, and there's little air bubbles coming through, and then they kind of pull as the resin is moving, it's kind of pulling through. The way to fix that is just to go again like so, but things like that don't worry me. This is just, but do prime your board. It is important. I just rush into things, and I'm quite happy to fix things afterwards. It's all good. Never worries me too much. Right, so that's looking great. Now, what to do? I've got a little bit of resin left in here, and I was thinking of mixing some rose gold with it to break it up a little bit, but I don't know, I might just mix some silver, some molten silver with it, and pop that in between. What do you reckon? Molten silver or gold? Or rose gold? Right, okay. I can't hear you. I'm going to try rose gold. Let's see. I've got to sit down, my back's sore from standing. Okay, here we go. Let's just get a little bit, so I might just get a little cup, and so I don't not waste all of it, just in case I want to see how it will work. You can always try things out in small amounts. That's a tiny little bit, and it just needs a tiny little bit of this rose gold. Let's see. Going to mix it really well. I might actually use a pipette for this one. One of these. Just suck it up and try not to get any air in there, because that will not be good. Here we go. I have to stand up again. I'll start over here, see what it looks like. So here I'm just applying some of that rose gold with a pipette, and it's going really great at the moment, not too many bubbles coming through. So just going along the edges of each colour. Not sure how it's going to turn out. It's definitely separating them, but I'm never happy with what's going on, so I'm using a bit of a heat gun now to heat the resin and kind of loosen it up a little bit so that I've got more movement. And now I'm just pulling those lines right over and across the rose gold, just to help them merge a bit easier, because now the resin is nice and warm, so it's easy to do. And doing some zigzaggy patterns. And once I heat them again, they will create their own little effects. So I'm thinking this side is a little bit higher. Whoops, better move this out of the way. Just going to flip it around a bit. I love that green. The green electric and the blue. Just amazing. And I am tilting it a little bit now, just because I want to extend that green, because I really love it. I've got a little bit left, which I might just pour somewhere maybe over here, just to create a little bit of balance. Not a lot left, just a tiny little bit. Okay, and that electric blue for sure, which I don't have a lot of it. I'm going to put some here. I do have a little bit more of this, which I'm going to put over here, and I will move it again, so this will change. You don't have to see that the effects that you're just sitting right, you know, like on top of it. Imagine what you can do with a bit of blue and a bit of orange and green. Create some really nice flames. Look at this. This is just amazing. It's just sitting on top, and that's by creating that kind of platform that you can work on. The transparent underneath, and then the opaques over the top of it. That's why it's so cool to have both, you know. That's amazing. It really is. That here as well is transparent, so I might do something with that too. Wish I had some more of that. I might mix a little bit more of that electric green, just real quickly. And just might even go over this rose gold a little bit. Get that whole area done. Amazing. Might even try it a little bit here just for the fun of it, just see what it'll do. Wow. Cool. Really cool. It's done. But I'm still playing with it a little bit because I like playing with resin when it's starting to thicken up. I'm never worried about it. I just love the effects that it makes when it's nice and thick. And also this is a good time to go around and fix things. Okay, that's that. Okay, so I think I'm just going to leave it like that now. Maybe just go right through that. Sometimes I think there's too much stuff going on. I think that's it. I think I'm happy with that now. Not worried about the edges. There's not a lot on the edges. They'll get painted black and sealed. That's it. What do you reckon? I'll bring you closer so that you can see what's going on here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.